so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tutu Atwell. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. At their own 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Touchdown! Tutu Atwell with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Pettis now on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this off. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau, the rookie from Miami, in there to bring him down. On fourth down, Watson going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Behind the Sticks here with a 2nd and 15. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 15. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Pettis now on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Tutu Atwell doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Luntz good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Pettis now on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now Damian Williams to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And in for the Lions, touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things out.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns continue to roll. Lutz good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Williams now on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd and inches, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Watson's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. That's quickly to Atwell on a slant. Well, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cam Akers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Williams to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. On the return, Williams.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Watson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's out to the flat for Akers. Touchdown, Browns! Cam Akers, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are pouring it on. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here taken in by Knox. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Dawson Knox with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns continue to roll. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Williams now on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Watson off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A handoff as they run the counter play. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Watson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Crosby as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Past midfield, look out. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And going deep for Hill. Oh, wide open, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Pettis now on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now here's a throw that's complete. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 35 yards the game there. Another first down as well. On first down, it's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And down inside the 15 he goes. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Pettis now on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. One play. 8. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game. They're still taking it to the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there. but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Pettis now on the return. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Watson. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Williams to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flush to his right. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Faking the give. Now Watson. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. To the air yet again. Watson going deep for Diggs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Detroit, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit.